they're all turning on each other. The Democrats are all turning to each other. What I've noticed is it's amazing that when those multi-million-dollar checks are no longer coming in, how all of a sudden you start telling more of the truth.
That's the game. You pay to play.
They all are paid for shills that will do whatever Big Brother tells them to do. Harris Super PAC founder is saying that inner polling is worse for Kamala than the public numbers are telling us. That's what we've been saying. Again, the only thing that can make any sense now is somehow, some way, it is now down to any person can deduce. It is now down to one of two things. Either A, they have completely foregone the presidency and they don't want to waste an actual good candidate right now. They're going to save them for 2028. And they think that Kamala somehow, some way helps the polling enough in the House and Senate races to maybe perhaps take either the House or Senate away from President Trump. Or B, they're going to cheat on a level that we can't even possibly imagine. Because here's Polymarket after the DNC last night. Trump has gained another point and is now 7 points up from Kamala Harris. 6 days ago, he was down 8 points. Now he's up 7.
And after
Kamala Harris is in a catastrophic nosedive. I want to jump a little bit here because I want to leave you guys with some good news today, but I want to talk to you about how they're all turning on each other. The Democrats are all turning to each other. This is Chris Cuomo, Chris Cuomo used to be a horrific CNN mouthpiece that said whatever CNN wanted him to do. But what I've noticed is, outside of Don Lemon, who's just a lunatic, what I've noticed is it's amazing that when those multi-million-dollar checks are no longer coming in and you go to work for a lower news organization, which is News Nation, how all of a sudden you start telling more of the truth. Now, I don't agree with a lot of Chris Cuomo's policies or what he thinks. However, I do have to give it to him. He is finally starting to actually be a reporter again. Listen to what he says here. I think this is very powerful. It's 2 minutes and 50 seconds, but I think it's worth listening to. Play it.
A big theme here at the DNC is that they're going to go after corporate gouging, and they're going to go after corporations, whether it's in taxes, largesse, loopholes. The RNC, we heard the same thing. They're going after the elites, the 2 sets of rules. Let me reveal a reality to you that has to be spoken to here, okay? These are the soldiers. These are the men and the women that go back to their constituencies and their communities, and they fight. They take time from their jobs. They take time from their families. Republicans and Democrats alike, that's what they do. They need to charge these people up. They need to be able to get them on board. But there's another reality that is literally looking down on them. Greg, look at the ring of sweets, okay? This is not unique to Democrats. There is a game of money. When people talk about uniparty, we are strangled by the money reality in our politics. Those suites start at 500 grand. You think there's like a teacher group up in there? You think it's like the Cub Scouts of Columbia County, South Carolina, that's up in those boxes? Some of them are lobbies and good things. The media boxes, you think they're free? Why do you think I'm on the floor? News Nation is not a broke company. Nexstar is a massive organization. We are corporate media. We don't have one of those boxes because that's the game. You pay to play. Those boxes are filled with the...
There you go. And so I got to call balls and strikes there. He is exactly right. And I have said this many times, even inside the Republican Party, every state GOP is corrupt. Every one of them. The majority of GOP chair people, Drew McKissick, you sucked. Anyway, they all are paid for shills that will do whatever Big Brother tells them to do. So you got to call balls and strikes. Here you go. Here's CNN confirming that the type of men that Tim Walz is attracting is low T men. Play it.
But they are doing so in trying to put forward male figures, Tim Walz being one of them, Doug Emhoff last night, who can speak to men out there who might not be the sort of testosterone laden, gun toting kind of guy who
Beta males.
listened to
Just call them
Hulk
what they
Hogan
are.
and the kind of players that came out at the RNC, or might want to listen to that, but also in addition,
Pause.
understand
Basically,
that
the kind of men that don't need vasectomies because no real woman would ever. That's what they're
Facts.
talking about right
The
now.
ones that shake your hand like this and they limp, their wrists go limp. Yeah, that's who they're
All
talking
right, this
to.
is CNN debunking the lie of Project 2025 that they keep pushing at the DNC. This is CNN fact-checking the DNC. Play it.
Listen to this claim from Congresswoman Lisa Blunt Rochester of Delaware about Project 2025 and former President Trump.
He has, with his friends, said the quiet parts out loud, but not only said them out loud, he wrote a book about it. What's it called? Project 2025.
That is false. Trump did not write Project 2025. The project's big policy document published by the Heritage Foundation think tank lists dozens of people as authors, editors, contributors. Donald Trump
Pause.
is
We got
not
to keep
among
going,
them.
but you get the point. And then I don't know who this guy is that sits next to Van Jones, but
I'm
two
loving him.
nights in a row, this dude
Scott
on
Jennings.
CNN, Scott Jennings. Oh, he's a Republican strategist. That's on CNN. So since CNN's views have started tanking, they finally started letting a couple Republicans come on here to have some kind of debate. Listen to what he says to these people, and they have nothing to say back because they can't play it.
Tonight said anything. Nobody tonight said a damn thing. They want you to vote for a ticket based on absolutely no concrete idea about what they would do once they get in office. You said he got more
She's
progressive
pissed.
when he got elected governor. So you're saying every time he gets another office, he gets more and more progressive. I think that's exactly what would happen. Tonight, you did hear people say, well, we may not agree with them on everything, but at
Dumbfounded.
least it'll be joyful as they tax us into oblivion. I think the idea that you could run an entire presidential campaign based on the idea of vote for me to find out what's in it.
Wait a minute,
ought to
Scott.
terrify
Scott,
every American.
Scott, you're
Tonight said anything.
I love the just faces the whole time. All right.